there were people who opposed it because there were some few things which needed to be corrected, and this national dialogue is giving them an opportunity to correct what they did not want in this constitution. Mr. Speaker, I don't see how that is relevant, because Madam Orwoba, Senator Orwoba, opposed this dialogue, and she was saying, I support it, but everything she said was opposing it. When you want to oppose, just oppose. And when you want to support, just support. Yes, there is no shame in supporting or opposing. So Mr. Speaker, I don't want to continue much more. I support this dialogue.
Senator Mngatana.
Mr. Speaker, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to make a brief contribution on this matter. Mr. Speaker, those of us who are students of history will recall, Mr. Speaker, I want to be protected from Kenyua.
Senator Kenyua, kindly have your seat.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed, Senator Mngatana.
Mr. Speaker, those of us who are students of history will remember that the 1861 elections in America were very controversial. Mr. Speaker, Abraham Lincoln was elected president with mainly the support of the North. The southern states felt that they lost and they felt segregated. Mr. Speaker, then before the president was sworn in, they went to hold a meeting in Montgomery, Alabama, where they swore a new president in 11 states. They formed the Confederacy. Mr. Speaker, that controversy around the election of the President of the United States at that time brought about a civil war that lasted for 4 years. Over 600 people, 1,000 people died. Mr. Speaker, we are happy that in Kenya, it hasn't gone that way, that people decided to speak before it deteriorated. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to stand here and tell people matters election are very critical for the stability of the nation. And we need to handle them with care. And the critical thing I want to quote here is what President Lincoln said. He said that we must agree that popular vote is not an absurdity. We must agree. And we must settle the question that a minority that loses an election cannot at will decide to break a government that is formed by the majority. So, Mr.